I've got to say, hats off. I think it's the best gravel event I've ever attended.
I think so
Genuinely.
too. Yeah, I think so too. Morning.
Hey up. It's an early one this morning.
It is actually. It's pretty good.
Busy.
What's the crack today then?
So at the moment we've got some bikes to get ready for the next gravel event, which is called the Stone Circle, and it's located at Old Sarum between Salisbury rather, and obviously Stone Circle, Stone Henge. Quite a long drive down, but before we drive down we've got to pack the trailer, pack the car. There's bikes to box up. We've got 3 bikes to go out today.
Yeah, we've got a lot of bikes going out at the moment, and the first delivery of these is due next week.
Yep.
It's due
Frame sets are leaving today, so we're air freighting them in. They should be arriving next week. And then I've got quite a few builds to do when they arrive.
Yeah, AJ's off next week, so you've got a lot of builds to do.
Thanks.
That's fine.
I'm good with that.
Everything's ready to go. We just need the frames to arrive, and then we can get some customers out on bikes. But yeah, I've not done Stone Circle before, so I'm really looking forward to it.
It's a cool vibe. It really, really is a great vibe. It's we've got some new stuff to set up there. We've got a new kind of cool hangout zone, and it's very much that vibe at Stone Circle. Last year, weekend looks great, dry weather, and just a great vibe.
These are new too. Beanbags! Right then. Just arrived on site. And look at this. Ian's already done half the setup. Morning!
Time to call this. Is that then? I've got it all set up, it's all ready.
Hang on, how did those water bags get filled?
By magic.
Yeah, magic. I've been called many things, magic's not one of them. It's pretty cool here. It's a pretty good venue.
I love it.
So this is set up for Stone Circle. So it's currently about 12 o'clock-ish. And we've got to set all this up because a lot of people are arriving from 2, I believe it is. So we are at the top of one of the National Trust sites. I think it's a National Trust. Different challenges when it comes to setting this one up. We're not allowed any tent pegs in the ground. We're not allowed to put anything, any flag poles, nothing to go in the ground. So we are using our trusty water bags and steel plates that we've got to try and hold the whole thing down. It's actually tied to the truck as well. And one of us is camping tonight.
I think that's me tonight.
You do? I don't mind doing both.
And then we'll do swapsies.
I don't mind doing both.
The view, the ambience.
I know. We're fighting for it. We're fighting for it. I've come to hide in the truck for a minute because it is so windy. We can't film anything outside really. We probably could with some better mics, but to be honest with you, with the PA system and the music, I mean the DJ is amazing, but yeah, it's too loud for us to film outside. One of us is going to sleep in the roof tent tonight, and then we'll alternate, and the other person can have the hotel. I think Ian wants to have the full festival experience today, so he wants the rooftop tent, and then tomorrow I'll do the breakdown, and Sunday morning I can drive back, and I'm towing the trailer back. But yeah, such a good feed, like such a good festival vibe, and it's only 4:45 on the first day. Tomorrow's the big one. Tomorrow, those that are heading out on the longest ride are leaving at 4 AM. So I'm quite pleased that I'm going to be in the hotel tonight because I'm not getting here till at least 8. Right, there's a load of people on the stand. I'm going to go and say hello.
I'm not broken. I'm not broken. Already cried my tears enough for an ocean. I've been in the cold rain on my parade. I'm still on my feet, stand tall like a mountain. I am undefeated, made for the game.
So windy, but you're having fun?
It's great. Great vibe. I mean, compared to last year was a great event, but the layout here is so much better, and it's cool. Love it, absolutely love it. Sun shining, a bit breezy, but hey.
It's beer o'clock.
Get it in.
But that's always been your thing, hasn't it? It's one way only.
Behind the scenes. Where is he? James has popped over for a chat. Right, it is evening. You had a good day?
Oh, it's been a brilliant day. What a turnout, isn't it? The weather's been great, a little breezy, but great vibe, great buzz. What is going on over there?
Well, it's the start of the hill climb. So it's fancy dress hill climb, so we're going to go and watch a load of people race up the hill in whatever fancy dress costumes they've got.
They're nutters.
They are nutters.
How are you?
How nuts is that? The guy, one of the lads from Carbon Bike Repair, is dressed as a druid with 2 bike boxes strapped to his back to make it look like he's got a stone from Stone Henge. They look class. Apparently they've got a Le Mans style start, so they've got a 100-metre run, and then they're straight onto the bikes to race up the hill, which will be fun. We'll see who wins. Morning. Bit of a different one for me this morning, in that normally it shows an event, we're up at the crack of dawn with everybody else going out for their ride, and we see people leaving briefly and they go off and enjoy their event, and then we don't get to see people in the afternoon. But, you know, we have to be up and we have to be there. The first riders, I think, were leaving at 4 a.m. and then 6 a.m. and then at 10 a.m. I think. So he's been on site first thing this morning. I stayed in the hotel just down the road, and I haven't been needed this morning. So I've had a lazy morning, and that never happens. It feels a bit weird. So I've had a really chilled morning. I got to enjoy breakfast, had a bit of a lie-in. Unbelievable. So anyway, now I'm going to roll onto the site. I think there's an airbase over there, so there's a huge aeroplane turning around. Yeah, so I'm going to roll on the site, try and get Ian a coffee on the way if he hasn't already got one set up, and wait for everybody to come back after their rides. So I think the distances today were 200k, 130k, and I think there was a 65k as well. And they had 880 people sign up, so if normally around 20% of that drop out. So yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good. The wind has dropped, because the wind yesterday was biblical. After 8 hours in the wind, it's pretty tiring. I mean, it was sunny, it was gorgeous. The music was playing all night. The hill climb was great. Like, the guy in the druid costume was so good. I think he won a prize as well for the best outfit, which is ace. It's a lot more peaceful and quiet today. Now everybody's gone out and enjoying their ride. Look at the venue. Look at it. I'll have a wander up the top of the castle over that side in a bit, but look how stunning around here it is. I mean, Salisbury, however you say it, is a medieval city. Obviously, it's right next to Stone Henge as well, and we're right next to this castle. There he is. Morning.
Look at all this. look, you know.
Hey, all right.
Lads come all the way down a 3-hour drive to come and see us. Look.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Very chilled start to this morning, which is pretty cool. Everybody's out riding. DJ's got some nice chill vibes. Family day. Kids are out playing with their bubbles and winning toys from the guys at Stolen Goat, which is cool. And yeah, it's just nice to chill out. We got a gentleman's come across to see us today because he knew we're here and he was looking at buying a bike anyway. So that's one of the beauties of being on the road a lot this year, is that people have a chance to work out where we're going to be, and rather than coming all the way up to Newcastle.
On the line! Oh! So close!
First riders are starting to head back in now from the short and, well, those that went out on the long but ended up just doing the medium. There's a few that have had a couple of crashes. I don't think anybody that's completed the long yet has come back in. But most of the bikes that have come through have been on SRAM, which is quite interesting. That's kind of expected in the gravel scene at the moment. Although, oh, here we go, some fast lads coming up. So first riders are on the way back in, which is pretty cool. Most of them have just done the medium and short one. They haven't finished the long one yet.
Yeah.
But they've been out early. But it's
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock start. That you saw, I didn't see.
Stupid o'clock. I was asleep still.
So this is the first time we've actually had a chance to show the new race editions of the 13 speed.
Yep.
How do you think they've been received so far?
I think, honestly, the feedback has been great because there's not many opportunities for customers can actually see a full range of Rival, of Force and Red. So even the brands that are here, they've got like a mixture of bits and pieces. So we've actually got each spec, each price point, each value, and we can kind of walk people through that. And it's been really, really well received.
Yeah, I think most people that have seen the bike so far as well, I think the teal has been the preferred colour.
Yep, yeah, definitely, yes, yeah, for sure.
But similarly, I also think that Force has been the most popular group set of the two new that will launch.
It's definitely hit the sweet spot,
yeah.
You know, without a doubt, in terms of the style of it, the blip button on the shifters, the crankset, the whole thing. It's like, it sits really, really well. Rival is fantastic. The crankset is pretty weighty, we're finding. We've also had some customers inquire about, can we do mix and match? So could we do a Rival group set with a Force crank on it? If they want a carbon crank, yes, of course we can. And even somebody was asking if we could use the Force shifters because they've got the blip buttons on a Rival build. Well, of course we can. We can do all of that.
Yeah, we can do any bespoke quote. It just takes, you just got to let us know what you want.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's one of the beauties about the SRAM group set now with the 13-speed direct mount. We can do that, and there's not many brands that have got that option list that we can offer. So that was a really, really interesting learning by getting feedback from customers. And it's one of the reasons why we love being at this kind of event, because you get a chance to chat with customers and listen to their feedback. And you don't get that when you're working in the office or via email. You might get it via a phone call possibly, but you get a great amount of feedback from customers, which helps us then kind of develop and doing what we're doing and fine-tuning it as well.
Yep. So in terms of events, this is, I think, by no discredit to anything else that we've already done, but I think it is the most festival vibe of all the events that we've done this year so far.
I genuinely agree. You know, the kind of layouts, I was here last year, you weren't here last year.
No.
The kind of setup was very, very slightly different, and they've tweaked it and refined it. So the way the brands are laid out, the food stations are laid out, the kind of seating area, it's such a cool vibe. You've got DJ going on in the background, you know, producing an amazing vibe as well.
She's very good.
She is very, very good. Yeah, damn it.
As a former DJ, I think we can get you on the decks at some point.
I need to learn how to mix with that stuff. I'm still old school vinyl. I mean, the stuff that they've got, the technology they've got now with the mix decks is another level. But I can look forward to that at some stage.
Yeah.
But I think overall, it is really, really cool. They've got about, 800 riders or so. They all set off at various stages, different lengths. And then kind of this afternoon tonight will be the big gathering where people can come back, have something to eat, and we get a chance to have a chat with customers again. And it's a great venue, great vibe. I keep on using that word vibe because it is.
It is. It's a vibe. It's an energy. It's like, it's not dead easy, but people put events on that have long distances that don't have a social element to them at all.
Yeah.
Whereas this has 2 nights of really good social element. You actually get to hang out with people. So we did a piece with Bike Fit James, is what everybody knows him on YouTube as, for his channel. And it was cool just to hang out with him because we've known James from supplying him with other brands since he bought the shop.
Yeah.
So to hang out and chat with him and other people that we've seen that we know from other shows and stuff like that. It's just nice to hang out a little bit as well.
Actually, talking with James kind of just reminded me a little piece we did, because it's kind of I love talking with James. He's on it. He's
Straight talking.
Totally on it. And I think we were kind of discussing, we'll kind of bring it to this channel as well. Obviously there were a lot of brands launching new ranges of bikes with the 13-speed group set, and there were many brands that were coming out with some claims. One in particular, and you know, we want to produce honesty and integrity without marketing BS, and there's one brand that came out, we're not going to name the name, but they came out with a statement that this is the most aero bike. Go on.
The most aero. If you can work out who it was, put it in the comments.
Well, yeah. So their claim was it was the most aero gravel bike released, and it's more aero than this brand. And one of the journalists challenged them and said, okay, which brand is it? They said, no, we can't tell you. So it's like, come on, guys, you know what? But anyway, that was kind of my boiling my pee a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, these things happen. There is.
What a finish! Followed in all the way to the.
It's there's an airfield here that's doing paragliding as well. So there's people spiraling out the sky.
Yeah, no, they're doing parachute jumps. I mean, it's a big parachute jump school.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was a bit too windy for them, but they're up and out now. So
Every
they're
half
going
an
up
hour.
to about 2,000 feet and then dropping half a dozen parachutists off individually, and they're landing just over there. Which is another part of the entertainment to kind of watch as well. Some of the riders coming in, because they're full gas. Some started at stupid o'clock this morning, some started at mid.
Yeah.
And it's just, again, they're all giving it large.
And there's some more activities planned tonight as well.
Yes.
Thanks, Red Bull. Oh. Thanks, Red Bull. It's super hot today. In yakking bikes with people that are just rolling in. They've still got enough energy to actually be able to talk. I've had a customer buy a bike today as well, which is cool. Yeah, but what a great atmosphere and what a great festival. There aren't many cycling festivals like this in the UK. Yeah, there aren't many cycling festivals like this in the UK, and there should be more. I was chatting to Alex from GCN, I was saying the same thing. Like, there should be a big cycling festival like Sea Otter in the UK, because these guys prove there's an appetite for it. You add road discipline to this, and downhill and mountain biking, it would just be superb. It is golden hour, so it's that just as the sun's starting to set behind the hill.
Yep.
There's still a lot of people hanging around though, which is good.
No, it's good. I think they've all kind of finished the ride, gone for a shower, coming back for something to eat, bit of entertainment going on. DJ again playing some great sets. And it is that golden hour. The temperature's cooled down a little bit more now, which is
it's
great.
really hot.
It's not so stinking hot as it was. It was like, I think a couple of riders were suffering a bit for the heat, but overall, I've got to say, hats off. I think this is the best gravel event I've ever attended.
I think so
Genuinely.
too. Yeah, I think so too. Now, the next bit that might make or break it is they're just starting the jousting competition.
Yeah.
I'm predicting at least one collarbone. That's gonna go. But we'll see how this works out.
We'll check that one out.
Yeah. Sun setting. DJ's starting to wind it down a bit as well. Officially there's about 20 minutes, half an hour left of the event. But it's nearly 9 o'clock at night. And as much as I'd love to just sit and chill out like everybody else is, we've got to get the stand down, which we've already started doing, breaking all this down. It's quite a long drive back, it's about 7 hours or so back tomorrow. So I'm going to get up early doors and break the back of it. How are you getting on?
It's good. Packing down.
DJ's starting to wind it down a bit as well.
Are we ready for prize?
Yeah, prize coming up. We're just packing the bikes away. They'll go away
If
really
you're
neat.
here, you stand a very good chance.
Get them all loaded,
We got
ready for
loads of
travel
winners
back.
picked out, and then they went
And
home.
yeah, just kind of reflecting on the
What a great weekend.
So if you're here,
So I guess Stone Circle will see you next year.
Damn right.
See
Let's
you
get
then.
it done.
I don't know where.